I'd like to call to order the Finance Committee meeting for January 10th, 2023 at 5:45 p.m. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Attendance roll call.
I met Persons Wolf.
Here.
Hamel.
Here.
And Kubaki.
Here.
We have a quorum present.
Thank you. Public meeting notice.
The meeting was noticed in accordance with the open meeting law.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes from December 20th, 2022.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those are accepted. New business. Recommend approval of a letter of credit reduction for Pellman Farms LLC.
Motion approved. Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's approved. Recommend approval of dedication for public improvements for Pellman Farms LLC.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Recommend approval of a letter of credit reductions for MK/S-EP LLC.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Recommend approval of a letter of credit reduction for Will Rose Apartments LLC.
Motion approved. Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Recommend approval of a dedication of public improvement for Will Rose Apartments LLC.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion.
Aye. Come on.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Recommend approval of healthcare consultant agreement.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion.
Yes, can we talk a bit about this? So insurance brokers are customarily paid out of premiums.
Typically, and that's, for transparency reasons, we did not have them do this on that. And the last round, actually the last round, they usually bring them in at the beginning. They didn't charge us for anything they've done so far. So up to this point, all the work they did last fall, there was no charge for. The charge, if we want them to start with United Healthcare, start collecting the data for us and start making recommendations and crafting something for when we go to renewal, we'll start probably July or August, start looking at it for January renewal. All the work they do between now and then, we could have them buried into the premiums, but typically when you bring them in, you're doing it at like July or January. July or August. So their renewal, the turnover cycle is different. Either way, you're paying for it because they just add it to the premium. It's not like the insurance company's paying for it.
Now, once they place the insurance, they're waiving their right to additional commissions?
They don't get commissions per se. They would add this $2,000. It's not like it's a percentage. So we're paying them. They're working on our behalf. So we're paying for them. You could have that added into the premium where the insurance company just reimburses. It's the same dollar amount. It's just a different path of doing it.
Well, depending on the insurance, this is just my limited experience in shopping insurances.
Sure.
Is depending on the insurance company, they could be commissioned anywhere from 5 to 15% of the monthly premium.
They do not, it's specific in our agreement, they do not get a commission from the insurance company.
Okay.
So their only payment would be this.
Can we turn the mics up a little bit? It's kind of hard to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. So his question was about, well, ask it again.
I'm just wondering why we're compensating a company, and I was concerned about dual compensation.
So in the case, so we looked at, when Valley was here, she brought in, I think 4 different ones, 3 for sure, consultants. They all had different ways of getting compensated. This one, and I would say the top 2 we looked at were we pay them direct. That way they're working on our behalf. They're not making a recommendation based on a higher commission, like, oh, I'm going to go with him because I'm going to get paid more. Their only compensation is from us.
Okay.
So they're working
So they're
solely on our
collecting
behalf.
data, they're collecting claims information.
They're looking at market trends, they're experts in market trends and what's out there. They're going to be crafting, making ideas of, okay, here's based on your group and what we know about it, we should be recommending this to the insurance company to quote. Really, I mean, it's that in-depth expertise that we don't have anyone here. And even when we hire our HR person, which should be coming up, we're crafting that job description right now. That person's going to be an expert in HR, have a general idea of healthcare benefits, but they're not going to have that in-depth knowledge that most organizations our size go with.
Okay.
So this will be ongoing, $2,000 a month?
It'll go for the, yeah, it's 25, I would say it's $25,000 for the year. I don't know if after this first year, once we get settled into something, if we'll continue it going forward, but I think it's
Depends on the cost savings.
cost savings and how we view it looking.
So, but we're going to own our data from, or
Yes.
we are now?
Oh, yeah,
We
yes.
are now.
That's, yes, and they're going to be the ones collecting it and interpreting it for us and.
But if we own our own data and we go out to other insurance companies, they would look at that data.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So-
That's the main reason why we placed ourselves with United Healthcare, because they were releasing the data. Our consultants will be collecting it and analyzing it and putting it in a format that, and be able to argue on our behalf when they go to places, well, here's the rates really, what you're quoting should be less.
So they're doing more than just data collection.
Correct.
And hopefully we get the best deal out of it, so.
I'm doing a leap of faith here with the two HR consultants that we've had, both Valley and John. I don't want to say swear by this, but they strongly encourage us going with a healthcare consultant. Our counterparts in New Berlin, Brookfield, Waukesha, they all use them. The school district used one until we were self-insured, but even to get to self-insured, we used one. The city used to use one. We decided not to at some point. Sharon's not a fan of them because of the cost, but I really think we can dive into it farther with having an expert working on our behalf.
So you're pretty confident that cost is going to
Be offset.
offset plus some? It's going to be,
It better be, because I'm doing all this just for a $25,000 savings.
right.
Well, it's always good to, if we're not experts or have somebody on staff as an expert to take a look at a study. And if we decide that's a good idea, it's probably a good idea then.
I mean, my thought is it's one of our biggest expenses next to payroll.
And it's not going to get cheaper.
And we got to find a better way of doing it than the way we've been doing it. I mean, but Alderman Kabake, I think you've said this a number of times, we're in the people business. And healthcare is one of the things that our employees look at. So I don't want to just base something on cost. I want to get something that's going to meet their needs and be cost effective at the same time. And I think the only way we're going to accomplish that is by having an expert.
One last comment. I looked at their website. Do they have any expertise in dealing with municipalities?
Yes.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great, thank you.
All right. Would you like them to come in at a future? I mean, I'm thinking like halfway through the year, have them come in anyway to show what they've collected so far.
That'd be great.
You mean
That'd be
to the
great.
committee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Any further questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Recommend approval to change the location of polling places.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes.
I was gonna.
Are we really changing?
No, we're not
No.
changing.
Okay.
It's,
Because I didn't quite understand.
So
the
this is
memo.
not a change from the last election. It's
right.
identical to the last election. The reason and you'll see this twice tonight, you're going to see it as a resolution and an ordinance. The county is, because it's a supervisory election, the way it's got to get reported to the county is slightly different. Doesn't change any of the wards or anything. It's just, it has to do with how they block the votes. At least that's the way Carrie's explained it to me, and the county's requiring us to do another resolution on this. So we can continue doing this resolution every election to pass this, or we could just pass an ordinance. So we're doing kind of a belts and suspenders here tonight. We're going to pass the resolution because it meets the time requirements to get this through to the county in time. But we're also at the same time going to pass an ordinance, which takes 2 readings, which will not meet the time requirements to get to the county. But then once we do that, we're done until we decide to change places again, which I'm hoping to not have to do. Alderman Madden has expressed there were some concerns with the last election with her district out here. I really think that was an anomaly of time when somebody happened to be here, because all the explanation of any of the backup wasn't mimicked from our staff in here that I had heard about, as far as the lengths that you had talked about. The only thing I can guess is, for some reason, we always have somebody from Public Works, a couple guys usually waiting by the door directing people, and according to you, they weren't there when they came in. So it's possible they got called. I don't remember what the weather was like that day, or if something else happened.
It was during the rush. It was that morning rush and everybody was trying to get in.
But that wouldn't explain why they were gone, is my point. Is there, for some reason, they weren't there for
Bathroom break.
and they always are. And I think that would have taken care of the problem that you had said, that this line went out the door, but once you got in here, there weren't any lines. They were,
Right.
they were just everyone was backed up, and there's 3 different places to go once you're in here. And it could have worked
Social
better.
distancing.
So I don't think it was a capacity thing. I think it was just an organizational thing. I think we can get through it.
Well, and as you know, I've always been on the bandwagon, more is better. And I keep saying, we'll listen to it and see how it goes. But I'm glad last election, we've added a couple spots, the church and whatever else we added on. But
It really, looking at City Hall, it is like having 3 locations here, because we put them into 3 separate rooms. So they're really going to 3 separate places. It's not like they're coming in here and, okay, over in the corner is District 7, and then 4 is over here and 2 is over here. It's, one is in this room, 1 is in, the large meeting room, and 2 in here.
Like I said,
2 in here, I guess, yeah, but there's 2 halves, but.
my
but-
concern has always been the bigger elections, with less places to go. So this seems to be working so far. So I said, I'll keep listening and see how it goes. So.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Recommend approval of a parking fee change at Idle Isle.
Move to approve.
Oh, wait, nope.
Well, it's not on here.
Wait a minute. It's not on this
Approve
one.
anyway.
Wait,
Yeah, we did.
yeah, well,
Voucher approval.
Oops.
oh, here, nope, I turned the wrong page, I'm sorry. I
We're
turned
gonna
the
raise it,
page
we're gonna raise it
from the
twice this
minutes.
year.
Voucher approval.
Motion to approve utility vouchers in the amount of $24,942.75.
Second.
Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
Motion to approve tax vouchers in the amount of $44,069.11.
Second.
Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
Motion to approve general fund vouchers in the amount of $369,040.25.
Second.
Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
Motion to approve wire transfers for payroll invoices in the amount of $405,544.06.
Second.
Discussion, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? That passes. Finance Director's report, there is none. Communications miscellaneous business as authorized by law. Seeing none, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned at 5:59.